Time and energy are limited, so let's make sure that we spend them where they're most valuable. Let's talk about that. So there is a Telegram group related to this podcast. If you want to join a bunch of enthusiastic people to talk about the themes discussed in this podcast, go to beautifulpodcast.com. At the top, you'll see it's got the social links and it's got the link to the Telegram. Come and join us. Let's begin.
This is a beautiful thought.
Welcome, beautiful thinkers. Welcome, travelers, cosmic moon like beams of holy shining divine brilliance. Welcome. Welcome to you. I'd like to talk to you about something. It's a bit difficult to talk about this, but let's call this one, put love in its correct place. So the other day, I had this conversation with somebody online, and to give a bit of context, this is a person that I was discussing things online for about 6 months. I had this online friendship with this person. But then one day last week, I'm just having a conversation with her, and she starts asking about something that I'm doing, and I'm like, well, are you really interested? Because I know you're not normally interested in this stuff. And she's like, fine, I don't want to talk about it anyway, or something like this. And I'm like, all right, well, can you just I started to get a bit frustrated. And I said, well, can you just please acknowledge what I'm saying here? Like, this is a thing. Like, you told me previously that you weren't interested in this kind of stuff. And now you're getting frustrated because I'm pointing that out to you. Can you just acknowledge it? And I went on and trying to stay calm, even though I was a bit frustrated. And I kept leading back to that point. Please just acknowledge that what I'm saying has some validity to it. And she would say, well, fine, look, I don't want to talk to you anyway. At the end of this conversation, she was like, well, I never want to talk to you again, or something like that. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. I didn't expect to have this conversation today. I thought about it later. I analyzed the conversation in my head and went through it and looked through the chat log and trying to think, I'd like to apologize, but is actually there anything for me to apologize for? And after some consideration, I was like, okay, I got a little frustrated, but I didn't do it in a way that was disrespectful. And as far as I can tell, there's no way for me to make a genuine apology here. So I'm not going to do that. And it was funny because after that, actually, I felt happy. I felt liberated. Which is really weird. Like, maybe in the past I would be heartbroken or hurt or trying to analyze my own behavior, thinking about the things that I'd done wrong, which I did, but dispassionately. And it was like, that's very interesting. Why would I be so happy? And the conclusion that I arrived at was, I don't need to worry about people who are not worried about me. If people don't take the time to understand me, then I don't need to worry about pleasing them, because there's no way to please somebody who won't take the time to understand you, providing that you're expressing yourself in a clear way, you're not putting up barriers to communication yourself. If they're not going to put in any effort, whatever, to understand you, you cannot make that person happy. You cannot even help that person happy, because their mindset is outside your influence. Well, nothing you can say is going to please them, ever. So you don't need to worry about them. So let go of that energy. let go of that expectation and be happy. But if you spend your time worrying about people who won't go out of their way for you, then that is going to be a cause of misery. But you don't have to put your love and your affection and your worry in that spot. You can always put it within yourself. And if other people aren't going to show you that compassion and understanding, you can always give it to yourself. That's within your power. Probably one of the most powerful things that a human being can do. Enjoy your own company. And that's not a euphemism for masturbation. Enjoy your own company. It's good to be with yourself. It's good not to worry about others if they're not worried about you. You can be whole on your own, and you can spend your time and effort on the people who really matter, the people who value your time and energy. All right, I feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit, so I'll finish this one up. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for enjoying your own company, spending your time and energy and love on the people who matter, on the people whose friendships are mutually beneficial, mutually valuable, and mutually valued. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.
A beautiful thought.
Thanks for joining me. Thanks for having a wonderful day and enjoying these special moments. Taking a little moment to savor what's going on. If you have some feedback from me, some positive praise, constructive criticism, send me an email, kurt@beautifulpodcast.com. Thank you and have a good one.